Well, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and Tokan has a question here. It says, what's the most important part of an MMOG? Graphics, gameplay, or storyline? In many cases, I hear users complaining about the bad graphic, but I think that that's not the highest priority of a game. I think gameplay and also storylines is some of the most important. What is the most important for you in an MMOG? Well, actually, I'm not going to pick any of those three. I'm going to say community. And if you have the stickiness in a game of community, you are there playing with your friends, and if you're having a good time, so there's actually two things, and one is required to have the other. And so the number one thing that's required in an MMO is fun. I mean, simply, it is. It's fun. And if you're having a good time and you're being entertained, then you're there, and you're enjoying it. If the second thing is community. And so an MMO is very social in nature, and that is one of the biggest draws for me is community. Now, and that's the stickiness part. So the fun attracts you, gets you in there, the community keeps you. Now, as far as graphics, I can tell you that there have been some really fun games that I've played that are text-based games. And graphics are not required at all. When it has good graphics, it's wonderful. It's really great. So, having good graphics is awesome, but it is not required. The game, you can have a successful game without good graphics. You old timers, do you remember Trade Wars? And how about Usurper? These were games that were pre-internet, that were social. They weren't massive multiplayer because only one person could do it at a time, but they were games that multiple people played. And Trade Wars was modeled after Star Trek, and it was a global domination. I mean, you'd take over planets and stuff like that, and you would defend them with your fighters, and you would go to war with other planets and stuff to try and take them over, so you could have their resources, so you could build more fighters. It was a fun game. It was like Risk on a galactic scale, and it was all text-based. Let's see, gameplay. Gameplay is important. You could have a game that's fun, but infuriating. And case in point, I remember playing Auto Assault, and it had pretty good graphics, and it was fun, but the controls were hard, and they weren't very intuitive, and it just felt odd. And that was, I would consider that to be gameplay. And that was one of the downfalls of that game. Now, that game had some other issues too. That wasn't the single thing that caused it to no longer be in existence, but it was one of the key things. And then there's storyline. Now, for someone like me, I don't care about storyline. I don't go out and do the quests typically. I like to just go out and hack and slash and build up my skills, and I like to craft things, and I like to talk with other people around. And I do the quests only when I'm required to. And I don't much care about the storyline. I just want to know where I need to get to complete that quest so I can get the item so I can move forward. And now that's just me. There are other people that say storyline is everything. And, so for them, that's really important. And so I think that storyline is let me bring World of Warcraft, pretty good storyline. Star Wars, the Old Republic. No, whatever the new Star Wars game is out now. I keep getting it mixed up with one of the other ones. Man, too many Star Wars games. The Star Wars game, though, has really excellent storyline and a lot of character actors in it and everything. It's a really deep experience for those people who like that kind of stuff. But then let's take Minecraft. Minecraft is a lot of fun. You can play it with other people. What's the storyline? There is none. You're just in a world that has nothing in it, and you don't want the creepers to get you, so you build a mud hut the first night that you're there, and you barricade yourself in because you may not have even had time to build a door, and so you just try and survive the first night, and then you just start building things. Well, there's no goals to it. There's nothing like that to it. So it's fun. It's really fun, and it's social. So not all of these things are required for every game. It's not like some things that are in a triangle that require one, otherwise it collapses. And what I'm referring to is, you have your triangle here, and at the top you have one thing that's required. At the sides you have other things that are required. And if you remove one of those, then it's just a line between 2 points, and it doesn't function as a whole. I'm trying to come up with an example that has to do with video games, but I can't think of one. All I can think of is like the Atkins diet, where it's like sugar, carbs, and what else is it? Protein? Yeah, I think that's what it is. And so if you take out all sugar, then you lose weight. And if you take out all carbs, you lose weight. And because it collapses that system, that normal system. And so I know that's not the best example, but that's all I could think of at the moment. So hey, I want to give out another code, but before I do, if you enjoy this video, don't forget, we are giving away this Frostmourne sword. And this is the real deal. This sucker weighs 16 pounds, and we're going to ship it anywhere in the world that the law allows. We're going to give it away to one of you subscribers, and we're getting close to giving away our first stuff, and so we'll do another video in the future here when we hit that first mark, which I think it's going to be 18,000, the 18,000 subscribers that we're going to start giving stuff away, but I'm not 100% sure of that, so don't hold me to that. That is going to be the grand prize. I have another sword that we're giving away, a Runes of Magic sword, and it's autographed by some of the people from Runes of Magic in the US. And then we also have some great posters and some other memorabilia that we're giving away. So subscribe. So this, for Blackshot Europe, I'm going to put a link in the description. And this game is a lot like Counter-Strike. And this package, this is actually one of the most packages worth 20 euros. And so that's, I think, about $28 in US dollars. And this is a US Marine package, and gives you a bunch of extra stuff in the game. So here's the code. So first person to get there to their site and enter in that code will be able to redeem it and get that added to their account for free. And click the link, it's right down below in the description, and sign up an account if you don't already have one. You can try it out. It's free to play, so if you didn't get the code, don't worry about it. And I have a few more of those to give away, so those will be coming up in future videos, and it will, so if you already have an account, then when you see the video, if you're one of the first people to see the video, you can get it redeemed. Now, there's something else that a lot of you complain about the codes, and I'll just address it really quick, and that is that you complain that Dika gets it right off the bat. He's a liar. He does not get it. We tested that. I have another video I did just about him, showing how we put out a fake code, and then he claimed that he got it. He's so full of bullshit. I guess that's it for this video. I'm Marky Dragon. Take care, and don't forget to subscribe.